push up front and go get positive yardage.
The give. Hard running there.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's straight. Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. The handoff. Runs through a tackle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Lobos! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick? On the first possession, nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
And the extra point is good. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. On the run, it's Scott. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the 1st down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Turns it upfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The play fake. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense got it. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, New Mexico. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
Well, the defense is winning this game, and they are helping out their own cause. That's the 2nd time they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. No, they're... opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but you can't make mistakes against this unit, and it has absolutely killed this team early in this game.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Moves the pocket. It's Drake. Right side, it's Harris. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm. Gets home, yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And we call his name again. This is the same guy. Remember, he had the defensive touchdown already. Now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, getting the sack. He's been all over the field today.
To the back. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. So New Mexico's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. Everybody wants to make big plays, but he's got to take them when they're available and not force things. Sets his feet. It's Lincoln. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
They'll run it. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Lobos getting set on 1st and 10. That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. On the move, he fires. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? The Lobos go back to work after moving the chains through the air. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Let's talk a little bit about New Mexico. During the offseason, they go out, they get a top 25 recruiting class. That's nothing to scoff at. But the question is, how do they move up from here, David?
Well, and how do these talented young guys perform at this level, right? We don't really know. I mean, top 25 class is good. It's not elite, but how do these guys perform, Palmer, early, day one in their career?
Yeah, they're going to have to grow up pretty quick because we expect to see a lot of these guys play meaningful snaps in this game here today as well. I think that's what the fans really want to see here today.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Encroachment defense. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Lincoln. Oh, pressure's coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They'll need a bunch on second down. Sells to fake. Throws to the tight end. Put it where only his man could get. Gave him enough room to get the foot down. And the Lobos trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Lobos! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, now this all building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why. Become a really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find... in a three-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's in.
Wide open, big play opportunity, hits him right between the numbers. You gotta make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
Trying to make one miss. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here come the Lobos to get things going on offense. They'll run it to the right side. After the filthy move, he's got room. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Lobos come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll move the wide receiver. Could be an alley.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Scanning the field, it's Lincoln. Quickly complete. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. And the Lobos come to the line with a new set of downs. The give. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Rushes on. And they got him.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. And you just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Never a doubt. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, in the booth and everywhere, how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other...
Makes the catch, and he's free. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The run inside. It's Scott. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Making the adjustment.
Go, go, go! Go, go!
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. But a little time, lets it go. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Quarterback decides, let's think this 4th down play over, and he calls a timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered.
Ready! Red 54, red 54. Go! Shift! Go, go!
Snaps it, and he has to have it. Look out! Finds him out of the backfield. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Mosley. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Back's got it on the screen. Turning it on. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
That looks like a easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. Odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Go, go!
They'll run it. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Flag 14. Flag 14. Hey, move. Watch your draw on the screen. Watch your draw still. Ready to go.
Keep it on the ground. Just make sure to take care of that football. He stopped after a short gain. It'll be third down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin our coverage with Florida State in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Georgia Bulldogs.
Out of the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They give it to the freshman, first carry of his career. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Lincoln. Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
I think he's shown his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Hand it to the back. Breaks into the open. Inside the 50. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, New Mexico. Great job by the back on the option. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
Coming out with it, it's Mosley. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. Changing the routes with his receivers. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. That's caught. It's Harris. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Got a little space. Maybe a crease. Now on second down after the good first down run.
Check. Ready, go!
He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Cuts it upfield. It's Scott. Got the first down. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. 1st and 10. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Oh, the D has to be feeling it now. See if they can get another sack on third down. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Lets it fly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Left side, it's Mosley. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, North Dakota State.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Working the ground game. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. 2nd and long here. Looking downfield, it's Lincoln. Gonna let it fly. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. And he's going to come up just a tad short. Needed to get the ball to the 35, and they'll mark it at the 34. The Lobos will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. That was a big stop by the defense. Now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late. Wide receiver going in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Long way to go on 2nd down.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Check. Hey, move. Slide. Ready, go.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Got a man, it's Scott. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
They'll take the penalty and move them back. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the back in the middle. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Running inside. It's Scott. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. They'll need a bunch on second down.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Third and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Back open in the middle. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Wants to keep it in the air. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. Eighth play of the drive coming up. He's changing the play. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Out wide right, it's Hall. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
Here we go, ready. Flag 14, go!
Drops back on first down. He misses his man, the accuracy. Not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Defense way over eager there, and now the entire playbook just opens up before the eyes of this offensive coordinator. Fresh set of downs going up top. Hauls it in. Can't quite cross the plane. Six, but they'll have the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Motion from the wideout. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Driven back.
It'd be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Quarterback signaling to his guys. They want to dance their way in on third and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, North Dakota State. How about this? These guys are going for 2.
Blue 22. Hey, check it.
go! Ready, go! Go, go! Little over anxious, out of the stance early, and it's a false start.
False start off offense.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And with the extra point, they're down 31-14. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Leaves it in his belly. Fights off a defender. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Looking to throw, it's Lincoln. Makes the grab. Stopped right at the 24-yard line, and that's short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. And the Lobos line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for room. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Moving out to the right. He'll get rid of it. Makes the grab. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Gets rid of it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. The ride. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. Caught in the backfield, it's Sullivan. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The give to the back. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field, and this guy, I know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows he's got 97 yards rushing here in the 4th quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
The Lobos will line up to punt it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Rush right in his face. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play. Selling the fake. They're all over him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field.
Go, go! Ready, go!
Snaps on 4th down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They want that clock to run. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Right back to it. Quick step and go. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. He's now over the century mark with 102 yards rushing, and he's making his presence felt in this 1st game. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Sends it back in motion. Looking for a man. It's Lincoln. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Lobos! And the pummeling has started.
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
Let's see what he can do with the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They stop him right there. A pickup of 10, enough for the 1st down, and we've also taken it to the 2-minute timeout. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to throw one first. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. 2nd and long here. Wants to throw again. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Needs it here on 4th down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the 1st down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time on target. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Wants to throw on 3rd. Right side, it's Hall. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. New set of downs after the completion.
With you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Long way to go on 2nd down. Wants to pass. Timed him perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Keeping his eyes downfield. It's complete to the left. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Under pressure. Fires to the tight end. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where their quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people in the defense right now. They have no idea who's getting it next.
Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Wants to throw. It's straight. Fires to the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Got to make the play on 4th. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. Like, it's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage, coverage, coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
A disappointing start to this season as they open 0-1.
Tough way to start, but you see it so many times throughout a season. People start slow, figure out who they are, get better as the season goes on, and your dream's still very much ahead of you.
And the sky's not falling right now. You're just 0-1. There's no need to panic. You don't have to try and reinvent the wheel. What you got to do is go back. You got to watch the film. You got to be honest with yourselves. Where could you have made better plays? You got to limit the penalties. You got to limit mistakes. This team is talented. They've still got a lot to play for. So it'll be interesting to see how they come out next week.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis.